And we're live. Back to streaming Mario Odyssey. Okay, we're off to Bowser's Kingdom. And we are pretty close to beating this game. We should be able to beat this game, this stream. And we might even do a little review, kinda soonish. One second. Okay. What am I doing? We don't need to read this stuff. Hey, Dragoon. It's a cool dragon. Looks like a Dark Souls dragon. Looks like the dragon from Dark Souls 3. The one that shoots like particle beams at you. Oh, okay. So this is not Bowser's Kingdom. It's like a mini world. I think there's like only like 3 power moons to get here. Yeah, it's probably just a boss fight. It's a Dark Souls boss fight. The game after this? I'm not sure yet. Let me defeat this boss and then I can think about it a little bit. Oops. Okay, should take one more hit. Oh boy. This is really bad. every damn time. Alright, there we go. I mean, it's kind of like an easy hard fight, meaning like if you can get it all in one go, it's not too bad, but like if you die, you gotta start all over again. As for the game that we stream next, it kind of depends on when Nilavani's coming back. If she's coming back, which she should, according to what she told me before, we'll be doing Neo. But if she's not back yet, maybe we could do Yoshi's Island. I was kind of thinking about doing that. That's a really good game. Well, it's only called Mario World 2 in America. In Japan, it wasn't called that, which I actually prefer because it really has nothing to do with Mario World. Super Mario World is technically Super Mario Bros. 4. And the gameplay of Yoshi's Island is just so different. And since then, Yoshi's Island has spun off into its own series. So you got Yoshi's Island DS, you got Yoshi's Island on the 3DS. So you got 3 games in that series. And, you know, they're not part of the Mario World series. You also have Yoshi's Story, but that also has spun off into its own series, kinda, because you have Yoshi's Woolly World, and then you're getting another Yoshi game on the Switch. So now those Yoshi games are actually their own different series too. Neo is... I don't know how long it is, but it's long. That's all I know. It's a longish game. Is it the graphic novel game or something? No. What are you thinking of? What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean by graphic novel game. Stupid idiot. Graphic adventure, not graphic novel. Graphic novel is a completely different thing. Graphic adventure refers to games like Space Quest, King's Quest. Oh, why didn't I get those guys? Let's see, how do I... You ever play... See, like, you played console games when you were younger, so you probably aren't familiar with them. But, I mean, you did play, like, ZZT and other computer games, so maybe you have, I don't know. But there were games like... Ever heard of King's Quest? Yeah, ZZT, but have you ever played King's Quest? King's Quest is a graphic adventure game. Have you ever heard of Secret of Monkey Island or Curse of Monkey Island? Those are also graphic adventure games. It's like, they're sometimes called point and click games. Anyway. Graphic adventure, the point is graphic adventure games are very different. Alright. I think we should do a little review. It's kind of a good time to do it, and I do actually have quite a few things to say about this game. So, this is Mario Odyssey. And, of course, Mario Odyssey is a fantastic game. I love it. But I would be lying if I said that when I first played this game, I wasn't disappointed. I'd be lying if I said that, because I absolutely was. I remember when I first played Mario 3D World and Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, they immediately grabbed me. I absolutely loved those games. And when I first played this game, it wasn't that I didn't like it. It wasn't that I didn't like it. It was just that it didn't engage me in the same way. And that's simply because of the nature of how different Mario Odyssey has been compared to the last 3 games, or even the last 4 games if you count 3D World. So Nintendo has basically stated that there's 2 different kinds of 3D Mario games. You have the linear platformers like Galaxy 2 and 3D World, and then you have the more exploration-based games like Mario 64 and this. And this is very much an exploration-based Mario game. And my personal bias, and I admit that this is a bias, is that I prefer the more linear style of 3D Mario games. I just prefer platforming. I feel that's more true to what Mario was, how Mario began. So it's closer to the classic 2D games. So that's just my personal preference. So I don't usually compare this game to games like Mario 3D World or Mario 64. I judge this game based on, like, I basically compared this game to Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine. And when I first played this game, I preferred those 2 games over this game. Even though this game, objectively speaking, is this game is more like it's objectively better, right? Now, the reason why it's objectively better is because it does many things. It corrected a lot of the problems that Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine had. The biggest problems that Mario 64 and Sunshine had were problems with the camera and problems with the controls. This game has no problems with either. The control is perfect, the camera is as close to perfect as it can be. It's as close to perfect as it can be. I never expect a 3D Mario, any 3D game in third-person perspective, 3D platformer, to have a perfect camera. It's just not going to happen. You can have other third-person games, but third-person platforming games, yeah, they're always going to have some camera angle issues from time to time. But that's not a big deal. Now, the reason why I didn't like this game at first as much as 64 and Sunshine is that it just didn't have... It felt more barren. The levels just felt more barren and lifeless. Now, in all fairness, though, that's part of the reason why the camera is actually good, because there's less clutter. And there's less stuff for the camera to get stuck behind. But that's also kind of what made the game feel bland, because there just wasn't a lot going on in the levels. They kind of felt sterile and lifeless. The other problem that I had with the game when I first played it was a little bit too easy. I feel like they tried to make the game intentionally easy for little kids, just so that they can have the satisfaction of beating the game. So a lot of the bosses, a lot of the puzzles and challenges are easy, and getting a lot of moons was pretty simple. Like, you would just find moons like around the corner of a building or something. So, yeah, the moon mechanic is similar to the star mechanic in Mario 64 and so forth, but there are far, far more moons. And this is the game's greatest weakness and also the greatest strength that the game has. It's its greatest weakness because in the beginning, like I said, the moons are easy to get, but later on, there's so many moons, and it encourages exploration tremendously. This is like more in line with an open world 3D Mario game. That's actually what this game is like. And that encourages replayability tremendously. And it also encourages playing the game after you've already beaten it. You know, if you beat this game from beginning to end and that's it, and don't get any more moons, you have not played the real Mario Odyssey. The game doesn't really begin until after you've beaten the game, because that's when the real fun begins. Then you're exploring a lot more. All the stuff leading up to actually beating the game is fairly straightforward. I almost want to say linear, in fact, because you don't backtrack a lot. But after you beat the game, then you backtrack to the previous worlds that you've beaten, and you go and you collect more moons. And it's really, really fun, and it's great because it's something you can do anytime you want, you know? Like, it doesn't matter what mood you're in. You can be in any mood, and you can play this game. It has that very pick up and play nature to it, which I love. So that's why I say that this game really comes into its own only after you've beaten it. And then you start doing all the post-game content. And because of that, like once you start doing all the post-game content stuff, I definitely think that this is better than Mario 64 and Sunshine. You know, it took a little while for me to realize it, but it definitely is. And it is an absolutely amazing game. Now, about the graphics, I think these graphics are amazing, but they're a little hit and miss. Some levels look absolutely amazing, like that desert level, which reminds me of the powder red Jello packets, the sand in that. I love that red sand. It always reminds me of that stuff. That level is fantastic, and I also like the cooking level. But then you have like these other weird levels where like it kind of combines realistic, like a realistic look with the cartoonish look of Mario, and it just clashes. You know, like you have that realistic Tyrannosaurus Rex, and then you have like other, you know, other things that have like a realistic design, like these humans, for example. They clash so much with Mario, who has that like cartoonish look. Um, and yeah, I'm not a big fan of that clash. And some of the environments don't look all that great. Like there's that that fog world. Yeah, like the colors are a little drab there. I mean, there's a lot of fog, and I mean, I guess that's kind of intentional, but I would have preferred, you know, all the levels being consistently colorful and having the colors pop. This level looks great, you know. But yeah, more often than not, the graphics look tremendous. I also love some of the level themes. Like you have that one stage with the, it's like kind of like a water stage, but it's the best water stage I've seen in a Mario game, where you have those water fountains and you have to activate the water fountains. And they're more like water geysers, and it just looks really cool. It's so creative, and it's just fun to be in. You know, it's a world that's fun to be in. All these worlds are really fun to be in and explore. I mean, just look at this place. You have this kind of like Chinese theme. It's very, very cool. Very beautiful game. It's unfortunate that it's not running at a true 1080p resolution, but oh well. It's a little bit lower than that. Not the end of the world. So yeah, I mean, the other great thing are the, I mentioned a little bit about the controls before. Mario has a lot of the moves that he had from the 3D, from the other exploration games, so that's great. He also has a lot of new moves. Of course, the Cappy is a great mechanic. It doesn't feel gimmicky at all. It feels totally within, you know, it feels like it belongs within the Mario arsenal, so to speak. The only complaint I would have about, you know, his moves is that his wall jump, it's great that it's back, but they did gimp it a little bit. He can't get enough, he doesn't get enough distance when he uses his wall jump. And I know why they did that, because they wanted to prevent people from going to places that they're not supposed to go. But I mean, like, he has so many moves. I know speedrunners can do that stuff anyway, so it would have been nice if they gave him a better wall jump, but it's not a big deal. So, yeah, in conclusion, a fantastic 3D Mario game. No surprise there. Some people will like this more than the linear style. Some people are going to prefer the linear style more, but it doesn't really matter because it's still amazing. And that's all I gotta say. Alright. Let's beat this. There we go. Now let's see, where do we go from here? It's straight ahead, or... Oh yeah, we gotta backtrack a little bit over here. Now this will open up a portal to somewhere. But we gotta activate it somehow. Let's see. What is this? Oh no. I thought there was something that was buried in the sand. This thing moves so slowly. Hold on. Let's take a look. No, there's nothing here. So what do we do with this statue? Stomping slowly. Just move slow. Oh, I know what this thing is. This is a reference to the Tanuki suit. The Tanuki suit statue. Yeah, I think we got okay, maybe we gotta put it over here. No. How do we get up there? Let's put it... Not sure. Well, let's get those coins first of all. Damn it. How do we get up there? Oh, I know. We can use Cappy. Throw the cap. There we go. Shorting a plutonium battery? I don't know enough about it. Basically, like, atomic batteries they're just hot. I mean, they are weakly radioactive, but they don't require a lot of shielding. If you look at photos of RTG's radiothermal generators, you can actually have, like, I mean, there's people who inspect them without any... Oh, okay, I just gotta go on here. You have people that inspect them without any kind of protective clothing at all. No radiation suits or anything. I mean, they're shielded, obviously, but they don't require super duper thick shielding. careful here. Damn it. There's no way to restore health. Damn it. I was trying to do it fast. Do we have to do it all over again? No. Just have to do the one that we missed. Oh, there we go. Okay, just stay in one spot. There we go. Alright, okay, so you have to bust up those statues by defeating the bosses. Let's get some coins. The rabbits are kind of like a take on the whole hat theme. Because, you know, magicians would pull rabbits out of a top hat, that kind of thing. It's like a take on that trope. On that cliche. It's more of like a cliche. Okay, so this is Showdown at Bowser's Castle. You might think that this is the final area, but this is actually not the final world. When I was a kid, I had a rabbit. It was very soft. We gave it away before it died. Too busy going on trips and things, and it was a big hassle to take care of it. Can't remember. Pets are nice to have, but they're expensive. It's a lot of work. You have to clean up after them. Big hassle. Oh, here they are. Coins. I was looking for these. Can I grab onto that thing? No. Oh, okay, I know what I need to do. I'm too used to playing other third-person games where you can actually grab onto poles and things that you find laying around. Let's get this checkpoint. So, did we get those coins over there? Yeah, they have been nabbed. I should have mentioned how good the level design is in this game, because it's very good. Whoops. My favorite kind of rabbit are the lop rabbits. I like their ears. Very cute animals. Wait a minute, what's in here? It's like a Chinese fish tank. Suspended in nothing. Okay. Nope, still need them. I totally forgot to mention the capture mechanic too. Oh well, that's fine. It's a very cool and creative mechanic. How you can mind control enemies and things. Oh wait. Oh, the yellowish part on his forehead? Okay. But first, we want him to bash open this thing. Ding. Got him. I like how they give you tips. Tips on how to defeat the D-bags. Okay. Gotta transform out. Oh, shit. It's a... Already got that one. Captain Toad. Let's see, how do we do this? Oh, I see. Damn it. Gonna be sliding forever. Come on. Alright, what we need to do is we need to mind control the bird. And then climb the wall. Head over to the left. Ah! Damn it! Whew. Gotta concentrate. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Whoops, whoops. Damn it. Oh, come on. Gonna lose all my coins. Should've bought more stuff. Okay. There we go. Probably won't get all the coins. It's more trouble than it's worth. There we go. Okay. Wow. Oh, man. All right, we'll get these. There we go. Okay, we should be close to the end now. Too late. I don't think so. This thing's pretty tough. It's like a gigantic mech. Let's see, I think we gotta hit these things. Nope. Okay, we need these guys. There we go. Let's get some health. Okay. Gotta work fast. Right. Armored legs. Super duper armored legs. Can't move that fast. Gotta work fast. I think that's it, right? Maybe there's one more. Yeah, there's one more left. Doing well so far. Tomboy! How you doing, Tomboy? That is weird. How are they gonna do it? That is odd. It makes no sense. How you doing this fine Sunday, Tomboy? Good as usual. Good. You done with school? Finished with finals and everything? Hope so. Ah, shit. Still have English class, huh? When's that gonna be over? shit. If you spend too much time, he recovers. Just like that, just like that. Ah, oh well. Wednesday. Sucks that you still got a few more days to go, but do you you don't graduate this this winter. You're graduating later on, right? You still have some more to go. There we go. My friend Allie graduated just yesterday, actually. She had her graduation yesterday. Don't know when you'll graduate. Credits are all jumbled up. What do you think about streaming? What do you think about us streaming Mario? Not Mario. Yoshi's Island after this. I was thinking about actually just streaming it right after we beat this game. We should be able to beat this game kind of soonish. Kind of want to start Yoshi's Island. You ever play Yoshi's Island? I beat that game once. Yeah, for the SNES. Okay, now we gotta head to the moon. Okay. The moon's actually pretty cool. It looks a little barren, but like it's still cool to explore. We have completed the Odyssey. I've beaten, played some of it, but didn't finish the game. What'd you think of it? Moon Kingdom. Alright, let's head over there. That's one of the best games on the SNES. A lot of people consider Yoshi's Island to be better than Mario World. I don't agree with that assessment, but that's just a personal preference thing. Yeah, I just prefer the Mario style of games, but Yoshi's Island is very, very good, and one of the best platformers on the SNES. Not as good as Donkey Kong Country, though. I prefer those two. I also played Yoshi's Island DS. I didn't like it as much, but to be honest with you, I don't even know exactly why it's not as good. Because, like, technically it is better, because you have, like, other characters and more powers and things. But I don't know, it just felt more boring to me. They also made one on the 3DS. I haven't played that yet. That one looks better than the DS one, at least. You like my new outfit? My wedding outfit? Since we're on the moon, we have, like, not zero gravity, but low gravity. Very cool. By the way, Tomboy, I saw you were playing, You were playing the Genesis collection on Friday. Were you playing Phantasy Star 4? Or maybe you were playing some other games, playing a little bit of Phantasy Star 4. How do you like it so far? To be honest, when I was streaming that game, I wasn't able to enjoy it properly. I had a friend who basically just told me what to do, and you know, that's really not the proper way to play a game. Like, you'll never really enjoy a game if you just have, like, you know, someone telling you, okay, you gotta go over here, then you gotta do this, then you gotta do that. You know, even though it's... oh, got it. I was very close, but you're doomed to die. How do you get out of there? That's okay. It's worth the coins. Did you know, did I tell you that they are actually creating a Phantasy Star on they're kind of, it's not really a remake, but like kind of like an improved version of Phantasy Star 1. They're releasing it on the Switch. I think the Switch, maybe other consoles too. And it's an improved Phantasy Star 1, not a full remake, uses the same graphics, but the music has been improved. And they added an interface that shows you a map when you're in dungeons, which, you know, that doesn't sound like a big deal, but that's a big deal. Because that was the one thing that really killed that game. The fact that it didn't have a map when you're exploring the dungeons. I'm almost tempted to get that game. Because it's actually pretty fun. Phantasy Star 1. I like it more than the other Phantasy Star games. I just don't like the other Phantasy Star games. Phantasy Star 1, on the other hand, like, that one is more my cup of tea. More up my alley. Right up my alley. One more of these things. There we go. See if we can kill this fucking octopus. There we go. Did you play any other games on the Genesis collection, Tomboy? Yeah, I think it has Streets of Rage on it, right? That's a really good game. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you ever played the original Phantasy Star 1, but, like, it has these ridiculous 3D dungeons. And they're just, they're no good. They were kind of like a marvel at the time. But, like, they were a technical marvel at the time. Whoops. But they just weren't that good. Ah! Phantasy Star 2, 3, 4, and all the rest. They improved the dungeons by having them top down, but they made them worse by making them way too labyrinthian. The first ones were labyrinthian, but at least they were, like, just straightforward corridors. So that kind of simplified things. Did I go over here? Let's see. Played Sonic, Streets of Rage 2. Nice. Streets of Rage 2 is great. I played a lot of Streets of Rage 1. The other games are technically better. Yeah. Which Sonic game did you play? Sonic 2? I did a round 2 of all the Sonic games. I did even a round 3 of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. We'll do more. I can't get enough of those Sonic games. I'm a Sonic fanboy. Too bad there's no Sonic 3 and Knuckles on that collection. First one? A lot of people don't like the first one, but I love it. Let's see. Yeah, the Sonic Classic Collection for the DS. Okay. So you have them. You have a portable version. That's good. Yeah, it's kind of like a big mystery as to why Sonic 3 is not included on any of the collections. How do I get over there? There's like that 2D area over here, but I don't know how to get there yet. Oh, I think I see it. Hold on. Let's try go over there again. That's Sonic 06, Dragoon. And no, I haven't played that game. That's an awful game. They rushed it. But even if they didn't rush it, even if they fixed all the bugs and stuff like that, it still would have been bad because it's fundamentally flawed. Here we go. Do do do. No. Along the cliff face. Oh yeah, I didn't even mention this stuff in my review. There was so much to mention, you know, and there's only so much you can remember. But yeah, this is a cool throwback. Very cool. Yeah, Sonic 06, you had 3 playable characters, and that was the first mistake they made. It should have just been Sonic. The Sonic Adventure series also had this problem. For some reason, everyone ignores it in that game, though. In that you can play these other characters, but their gameplay is drastically different and not as good. So Silver, he has like psychic powers, and it's not fun. And the biggest problem is that they're slow. In a Sonic game, a 3D Sonic game, you need the gameplay to be fast. Otherwise, it feels like you're just plodding along, so to speak. Yeah, it just feels dull when you're moving slowly, and that's the problem with those other characters. So Silver's slow, which is weird because like in the cutscenes, like he can fly and he's fast. So there's no reason for him to be so slow. He could just use his psychic powers or whatever, you know, telekinesis, and just kind of hover along the ground. I mean, technically he could fly forever, though, which kind of trivializes platforming if he could just fly everywhere. Flying characters in a 3D platforming game don't make any sense. You know, that's why having characters like Tails in a 3D space, they just don't work, because then you could just fly over everything. So Silver had some stupid psychic powers, and they weren't fun. And it was too different from... You weren't even platforming. I mean, you were a little bit, but it wasn't fun. And then you had Shadow, which had some stupid combat moves, and it's so dumb because his arms and legs are so short. First of all, why do you have a combat system in a Sonic game? That's not what this is about. Whoops. Hold on. Decided to crap out on me again. I hate when that happens. One sec. So... yeah. So you have like combat moves for Shadow, which makes no damn sense. And like the enemies have hit points and stuff, and it's just stupid. And then he has like drivable vehicles, and they're just lame. You know, it's a platforming game. I think they were trying to be edgy and be like, this ain't your mama's Mama Sonic the Hedgehog or some shit like this. This, you know, this ain't your daddy's Sonic the Hedgehog. But like, by trying to be like edgy and like cool and shit, it became retarded. They absolutely should, and they aren't. And they keep on doing it. They keep on making the same mistake over and over again, you know. And it's not just Sonic 06. The Werehog and all the hub stages in Sonic Unleashed. You know, you got that problem. Then you got Sonic Boom with all those other characters, and they all suck. Let's have puzzle-solving elements. No, this is not a puzzle game. It's Sonic. Stop trying to make him something that he isn't. It's a platforming game. I don't even know if Sonic Boom has puzzle solving. I have no idea what it has. All I know is that it's garbage. You know, then you got treasure hunting crap in the Sonic Adventure series, and you know, they're all flawed. They keep on trying to add stupid shit that the games don't need. Okay. Hey, Churtka! Glad you can make it. How are you doing? Go! So they absolutely were, Tomboy, but they did it in the right way. You know, there's a right way of doing things, and then there's a wrong way of doing things. They did it the right way in the 90s with Sonic. And his edginess never came at the expense of the gameplay. You know, his tude was consistent, you know, with his character. And the gameplay was spot on. Whereas with Shadow the Hedgehog, you know, they try to make him look cool by giving him guns and stupid shit. You know, speaking of Dark Souls, Churtka, we fought a dragon in this game that looks exactly like the dragon from Dark Souls 3. Okay. Answer the riddle. Should you really be answering questions right now? No. Do what you must, I am done. Okay, well, it's not moving away. So what's new with you, Turkey boy? You been playing any games? Did you play Dex? Been playing any Dex or anything? And that's not even all the crappy characters in Sonic 06. There's also the Amigo characters, and most of them suck too. The only exception is Blaze the cat, and that's only because she controls very similarly to Sonic. In fact, she's even faster than Sonic. Gravity's normal in here. You played Remember Me and Isaac. So, remind me what Remember Me is. Is that like a puzzle kind of game? I think I've seen it before. Play The Binding of Isaac, huh? Had a walk with your dog? Your buddy Patrick visited you? That's cool. Ah, shit. A little bit of shooting, first-person shooting. Well, third-person. See, it works in this game because like it's just like another power that Mario has. You know? So it doesn't feel gimmicky. Not at all. What'd you and Patrick do? Playing games? Just chill, smoke weed? Oh, it's a Capcom game. I didn't even know that. Stealing mines? That's cool. We're stealing mines in this game. We're mind controlling all the enemies. This part's pretty cool. Remember how sucky the Hammer Bros were in Mario 1? Now you get to utilize the power of the Hammer Bros. Probably need to mind control this guy. Okay, 1 second. There we go. There we go. Capcom made some really great adventure games. They made the Phoenix Wright series, and they made Ghost Trick Phantom for the DS. Oh yeah! This is so cool. Oh shit. I thought I could, Shit. Shit. Absolutely, yeah. They were by far the hardest enemy in Mario 1. Whoa! Shit. They were in other games too, but they weren't as hard because in the other games you got more powers to deal with them. And also, like in Mario 1, you would often encounter them on the same plane, whereas like in the other games, the enemy placement was better, so that they weren't usually on the same plane as you. So you could, the best way of killing them, of course, is just to nail them from below. But if they're on the same plane as you, you have to jump over them, and that can be tricky. That's pretty tough to do. One second. There we go. We're about to lose. Alright. We're not gonna get those coins, but that's fine. It's not the end of the world. Charge and Chuck. Take his powers. Okay. There we go. They're still tough in the in the other games, but they're not as tough. Yeah, like if you're good. Also, the other thing that makes them harder in the first game is the control in Mario 1 is not as good as it is in the other games. Like in the other games, you have much better control. Like the new Super Mario Bros. Series has very good control, very good physics. Mario 1's control is very stiff, and he was very slippy slidey. And if you ever played as Luigi in Mario 2 Lost Levels, then he's even more slippy slidey. Like, he just has so much momentum. It feels like he's made out of lead or something. Yeah, yeah. Damn it. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. We're down to just one heart. Never told you this in the beginning of the Twitch thing, but brother has his own Switch. Oh, nice. What games does he have? Let me guess. Smash. Yikes, that was really close. There we go. There we go. God with just one heart. Wish you could have done this running move in Dark Souls. What running move? Mario has all kinds of moves. Thank you, Cherky Boy. That rabbit was pretty nasty looking. Oh, you mean the charge and chuck move? Where you can just bash through the boulders and stuff? Charge and Chuck made his first appearance in Mario World. Played the real Super Mario Bros. 2? Yeah, Lost Levels. It is hard as hell. Oh, you did beat the game. Oh, that's impressive. Yeah, did you use the one-up trick? Breath of the Wild and Smash. That's cool. Did you play Mario 2? Did you play the Super Mario Bros. All-Stars version, or did you play the original Famicom version? I was asking Tomboy. Don't know how to pull that off properly? I can teach you. The All-Stars version? Okay. Yeah, the Famicom version is very, very tough. All-Stars version is the version to play if you want to have a chance of beating it. Yeah, the original Famicom version is much harder. Yay. Yeah, after we beat this game, we can actually try out Mario 2, and I can show you how to do the one-up trick. It's not hard to do, actually. Once you get it, like the hardest thing is just setting it up, but once Mario's going, he just you just sit back and let him do it. Look at him fighting over that ring. That ginormous ring. How's she gonna put that on her finger? It won't even fit around her body. Yeah, I pulled off the one-up trick in Mario 1. So do you guys want to start Yoshi's Island after we beat this? I mean, we could if you guys want to see some more stuff. Or we could do a different SNES game. Like, we could do Mega Man X. I always wanted to do that. She'd be thick as fuck. She has a lot to eat. She doesn't have that full figure. You know, she's just a skinny white girl, you know? She doesn't have the voluptuous body. She doesn't have the big booty, nothing. Ah, shit. did it twice, fucker. Gotta be very careful. God damn it! I'm gonna die. I can't. There's just too many of those fucking things. The big bunny was thick, yeah. Absolutely. Oh, she was fat. Yeah, those hats at the end. Okay, he's gonna do it. Whoa, what is he doing? He's doing something different that time. Okay, that's how you gotta do it. Okay, he's gonna do 2 tail whips the second cycle. That happened. Why did that hit me? 1, 2. Jump too early. The hitbox is thinner than it looked. Jeez, I fucked up. Okay, I can throw my hat to kill those hats. Okay, good. Good, good. No, 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 no. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Ah! Why? Yeah! With 1 heart left. It's not over yet. But here comes one of the coolest parts of the game. Thank you, Turkey Boy. Thank you, Dragoon. Peach! What happened to Bowser's wedding outfit? Good question. Somehow I disintegrated it. He's gonna be wearing a new hat soon. What are we gonna do? I got an idea. This is so cool. Gotta go fast. He's surprisingly fast, Bowser. This is cool. Ah, shit. Man, he sucks at jumping. At least in the 8-bit. We gotta start all over again? Oh, man. Damn it. Yeah, I probably should have just blasted. Whoa! Don't tell me we got a time limit here. Yeah, we got a time limit. Whew. There we go. We destroyed the whole moon. Good music. Oh! Gotta do it all over again? Man, this is punishing. All because I just made that one reckless jump. Give me that. I was hoping he could grab onto the ledge. I think this is the hardest part. Go. This time we will not fuck up. For fuck's sake. Yep, of course. Even when he was like disintegrating into a skeleton in New Super Mario Bros. DS, they still resurrect his ass. That was my weekend. Going well. Been playing Horizon Zero Dawn. It's such a fantastic game. That was Mario Odyssey. So what'd you guys think? Any reviews? I don't know how long it is, but I suspect it's a really long game. You know, open world games are always really long, you know? Like MGS5 was really long. I think a lot of developers, I think the big name AAA developers, they're more incentivized to make open world games because they want people to play their games more. That's the one thing about linear games. Like they can be great, but by their very nature, they are shorter games. You know, if you look at this game, for example, Mario Odyssey, it's an open world platformer, so you can play this game for like upwards to 100 hours, you know? Like, I mean, you could play it over and over again and discover new things, whereas with the other linear Mario games, they are, I mean, there's more stuff to collect and there is exploration, but they're shorter, you know? You know, like when we were playing Uncharted 4, uh, you know, you remarked that you kind of wish the game was open world, and I feel like that's kind of the direction games are gonna go in, at least for the AAA games. That's the direction they're gonna go in more and more, because they're longer and there's more to do. Very nice looking very nice, solid mechanics. It feels not as epic as Sunshine or Mario 64, don't know why. Yeah, I touched upon this. I already did the review for this game, Churtka, and you can check it out. I think the reason why it doesn't feel as epic is because the levels themselves feel more barren. Even though they're larger, they're much larger than any level in those games. Things are more spread out. So visually, aesthetically, it looks more barren, and because of that, it doesn't feel quite as like it doesn't feel as alive. You know, it feels a little bit more sterile, especially in this last level when you're on the moon. You know, everything is, I mean, you're on the moon. a lot of wide open spaces. Whereas in like Mario Sunshine, I'm thinking of that amusement park level, and you know, it just feels so alive. It feels like this is a place where people go and enjoy and have fun. Um, you know, and like it just like it's like a sandbox, you know, with endless possibilities, and you just want to like go and tinker around with all the stuff. So I think that's the reason why. Now, travel to the Mushroom Kingdom. We can just take a quick look at the Mushroom Kingdom. So, like I said before, this game is not over even after you've beaten it. This is where the real game begins. This is where the real Dark Souls starts. The game doesn't really begin until after you've beaten the game. It's weird like that. So they do this on purpose. They want to show you, yeah, there's more to this game than just beating it. Like you have a whole new new world, and there's actually even more levels too. There's one really cool thing in the shop. Let's see. We'll try to get this before we close up. Can someone check how long we've been streaming for? So you can get the Mario 64 outfit, so you need quite a few of these things. I kind of want to show it off. Like, he actually looks like the low poly version of Mario from Mario 64, but we need like 35. There's Luigi, yeah. Luigi, you gonna say?
Hey. Yeah. Oh. Aha.
It's some kind of weird mini game he tells us about. No, we don't need to connect to
Ho ho.
Balloon World. Let me see if I can at least get 35 coins. I kind of just want to get the 35 coins so I can show off that outfit. It's kind of cool. So, what do you guys want to watch next? We could do Yoshi's Island, we could do Mega Man X. Any preferences? Or we could do something different. I'm open to suggestions. I don't want to just stream games that I want to play. I want to stream games that you guys want to watch. So, if you have any suggestions. Mega Man X? Okay. Mega Man X is good. It's hard. I might need a little bit of help. Because I don't know all the weaknesses and stuff. I've only played it once. I never actually beat it, but I got to the final boss in that game. I think we can get 35 here. 22. 25. Almost got it. I see some over there. And I see some over there, which should be enough. Yeah, we got enough. You know the weaknesses? Okay, perfect. I know there's like an order to beating the bosses too that makes it a little bit easier as well. Like, I think if you do like the ice world first, it freezes over the fire world, I think. Okay, that's 35. Alright, let's check out that outfit. So let's take a close look at our character here. Nice high poly, improved textures. I wouldn't say very good textures. It's kind of like bare bones textures, but let's compare it to the Mario 64 outfit. Okay. Yeah. He doesn't look exactly like how he does in Mario 64, but pretty close. Like this is actually improved still over the Mario 64 Mario model, but it's a nice throwback. All right. So, okay, so I guess we'll do Mega Man X. So we're going to close up this stream. Blast from the past, exactly. One of these days we'll do a round 2 of Mario 64 and also Mario Sunshine as well. Okay, I'm going to close this stream up. Give me like maybe 5 or 10 minutes. I need to go to the bathroom, you know, maybe grab a quick snack, and then I'll start the stream up again and let's say, you know, like around 10 minutes. Okay? And we will do Mega Man X for the SNES. Okay, so I will see you guys in 10 minutes. See you then. Bye.